Yo, what up, fools? Welcome back to another video. And today, this video is called Arcade Stick Insanity, because I picked up a lot of freaking arcade sticks in the last 2 months. And I know it's been a while, but I'm going to get right to it, alright? I'm going to start off with the PC Engine. First off, we got this stick right here. It's actually only $5. It was from Japan, so shipping was pretty expensive. But it's a basic stick for your PC Engine. Got the 2 buttons and the turbo auto fire knobs over here. You can adjust them to how fast you want the auto fire to be. And the stick is pretty cheap. It's just like the NES Advantage controllers for the NES. But it's a good stick overall, and I didn't really pay much for it. Look at this shit. Look at the year on here. I don't know if you could see that. It's not really focused, but 1988. This shit is freaking old. And a couple games I picked up for the PC Engine. We got Aero Blasters, which is a great shoot 'em up, and it's one of the older games, early release. This is for the TurboGrafx American version, and it's one of the few games that is actually multiplayer. You know, multiplayer shoot 'em up for the PC Engine. So definitely recommended. It's tough as hell, and you get a limited amount of credits, but it's definitely worthwhile. And the only other game I picked up for the PC Engine is the Japanese Mr. Heli, which is an arcade game, and this was recommended to me by CRTCade, who's a great dude here on YouTube. Definitely recommend you check out his channel if you haven't already. And I got the wrong game in there, so the game is somewhere though, probably in my PC Engine. Where to go to next? Let's go to my 360 pickups. So a couple shoot 'em ups I also picked up for the 360 recently. We got a double pack here, one of Cave's earlier releases for the 360, region free, and it's a Mushi Mushi Pork and Pink Sweets, which is the sequel to Ibarra and Battle Garega. This game's not cheap, but it's 2 awesome games. You get 2 in 1, so I guess you can consider that a good deal. But I didn't pay full price for it because it was used. But definitely worth picking up if you're into the shooters. And the other game I picked up for the 360 was Raiden Fighter Aces. And this game was real cheap. If you can find it at a GameStop, you can get it for about $8. It has 3 games on it: Raiden Fighters 1, 2, and Raiden Fighters Jet. And they're all very great arcade perfect releases on here. And it has some really nice options you can mess with, like the TAD scan lines and stuff, and to make it look real nice on an HD TV. So, Raiden Fighter Aces, great game. And since I play a good amount of shooters or shoot 'em ups on the 360, I wanted a decent, not too expensive stick to pick up. And that's what this is right here. It's the WWE Brawl Stick. It's not the best stick made by Mad Catz, but it's a really good one. The joystick is really nice, feels good. The buttons are a little too sensitive, that's what I don't like, but that can be easily replaced, and the stick is only $30 if you could find it at GameStop, so definitely worth picking up if you want to play some shooters. And I don't really play any fighting games on the 360, I have the PS3 for that. Alright, next up, the Wii, which I usually don't show much love to. I've had the Wii since the day it came out, and I recently picked up this fight stick right here. It's the Tatsunoko vs. Capcom fight stick. And if you could find this at GameStop, it's only $20. It's like over a year old, so they're trying to get rid of it. And it's a nice stick. It's comparable to the Mad Catz Brawl stick for the 360 or the PS3. And let me try to open this up real quick. I've actually tested it out. It works really well. It's wireless, but it works a lot better than I expected. It works for any arcade games or ROMs you might have if your Wii is soft modded. Yeah, it's a really nice looking stick. $20, brand new. Got Chun-Li, Ryu, and some of the Tatsunoko characters on there. Once again, the buttons are a little too sensitive for my liking, but you can't be picky with the price you're paying. The stick feels real nice. And it's got the same features you would find in a tournament edition stick, so can't complain. And sadly enough, like I said, I bought the Wii when it first came out, and These are the first two games I actually own on the Wii, because I obtain my games through other methods. The first one is the UK release of Xenoblade Chronicles, and I haven't put too much time into this game. I just kind of wanted it. I put a few hours, and from what I've heard, if you give it the time and you can get past the graphics, which are not really up to par, with the other systems. But if you do give it a chance, from what I hear, it's really worthwhile, and you'll be rewarded. But yeah, I'll get to that someday. It's actually coming out in America next month, I believe. And another one I just actually got in the mail today. Got the limited edition of The Last Story, UK edition as well. And I haven't even opened this one up yet. I'm not going to do an unboxing of it because you could find a million of those online. But it looks like it's a really great game. And music by Nobu, which I'm really excited about. I'm a huge fan of him throughout the Final Fantasy games. So, Last Story. Really looking forward to playing this one. Okay, and a couple of pickups for the PS3. I usually don't show these new pickups, but I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan, so here it is, the Final Fantasy Limited Collector's Edition, which is not really limited too much, I don't think. I'm not going to do an unboxing of this either, but I love the Japanese style case it comes in, the slipcover. Some pretty high quality stuff. And if you order it from Best Buy, they actually gave you this pre-order bonus. It came packaged in with it. It's just a book, that tells the story between Final Fantasy 13 and Final Fantasy 13-2. Pretty short, but it's nice to have. And I've actually played through the whole game of Final Fantasy 13-2, and I can say I really enjoyed it. The story wasn't as good as 13, and it's missing, some of those characters that made 13 what it was, but the gameplay's there, the graphics are there, and the story's really not that bad. I don't know why a lot of people hate on it, but I really enjoyed it. Also for the PS3, I had to pick this up. I had it pre-ordered. Under Defeat HD, which is a remake of the Dreamcast game by G-Rev, and they did a really good job on it. I think I see a lot of people complaining about the screen and the scoring or something not being similar to the Dreamcast, or the slowdown differing, but I've just been playing the new Revolution mode or whatever it's called, where it's widescreen, and the game is just amazing. Me and my friend played through it, and we after you beat the game, you unlock a the second loop, which is a little more difficult, but the graphics are real nice. The sound is awesome. The new arranged soundtrack is really good. Definitely worth picking up if you could find it. And only one PS2 pickup from this month. I found it at my local retro game store, and that's Raiden 3. It's pretty cheap. You can find this online. Big fan of the Raiden series, like you saw for 360. I have Raiden Fighter Aces and Raiden 4. Yeah, definitely great games. You really can't go wrong with the Raiden series. And the last game for the PS3, I forgot about this. Of course, I had to pick this up. This is the Street Fighter vs. Tekken Special Edition, and came with this big box over here. Here's the actual game right here. I love how they did the manual, and that's not what I want to show you, but let me show this to you. It comes with this thick-ass manual. It looks like a book. And on the other side, it has an actual comic book, which is pretty cool. Exclusive comic book that you get when you pre-order. And it has a little bit of art, too, if you flip to the end. Some bonus artwork. Ooh. Shit. Some pretty cool stuff. And it also came with this piggy bank arcade machine, if I could reach it. And here it is. You actually build it yourself. Not really build it, it's just a few parts you gotta put together. And you can put these stickers on there, which makes it look kinda cool. And you got the artwork on the side here. And over here we got Jin. It's really nice. I think it's a nice gift. I mean, it was only $10 more than the standard edition, so definitely worth picking up. And if you're picking up the game, you gotta pick this up. And here is the PS3 Mad Catz Street Fighter vs. Tekken Arcade Stick Pro. I'm having trouble showing the whole thing on here. This thing is real big. But this is my favorite stick ever made. The artwork is beautiful. Look at these freaking buttons and shit. It's the same as the Mad Catz Tournament Edition. Same kind of stick, and the buttons are perfect on here. No issues with that. And they went with a new design here. On the side you can see here, this is similar to the Tekken 6 cabinets that you would find in Japan. They went with this kind of layout. You'll find that on the monitors of those machines. And over here, this is new compared to the Tournament Edition. This panel right here, where you can rest your wrists on, it's very comfortable and makes using it a lot easier. Overall, this is probably my most favorite stick I've ever played on. Definitely worth picking up. The 360 version has some colored buttons, which makes it look kind of like a toy, and I don't really like that, but the PS3 one is just perfect. Finally, got just a couple more things to show you. A Neo Geo pickup. This is one of the cheaper early releases, and that is Ghost Pilots. I got this for I think 30 bucks, brand new. Pretty cool game. It's a solid shooter, you know, nothing amazing, but you know, the sprites are big, the colors are nice, and it's a Neo Geo, you know, what you come to expect from Neo Geo. That's what this is. Ghost Pilots. And here's something awesome that I just got in the mail today. I ordered it about 2 months ago. But it's I don't even know what you would call this. It's a custom-made stick, you know, handmade by like a mom and pop shop. And this is one of the best sticks I've played with ever in my life. It's just like the real big red SMK MBS machines you would find in the arcade. The buttons are solid as hell. The stick is freaking beastly. This thing weighs 9 pounds. But this is the only real way I feel to experience the Neo Geo. Like, I do love the original controllers that it comes with, but this stick just destroys it. Look at this shit. Oh man, you gotta love it. One thing that's not gaming related that I have to show you that you might have seen when I pulled out one of those other games, but you gotta pick this shit up. Game of Thrones right here. I've never seen it. I'm already on like episode 8. I just started watching it last week. It comes with this really nice slip cover. And let's see, let's slide this out. The quality on here is just amazing. For like HBO releases on Blu-ray, they're known to not have the best quality, but this shit has such good quality. It's 5 Blu-rays, 10 episodes of all the blood and violence and whoring and whatever you can ask for. Dwarfs. You gotta watch this show. If you haven't seen it yet, I definitely recommend it. And, yep, that's all really. That's all my pickups for the last few months, guys. I appreciate you watching and sticking with me this far. And I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.